Good day, everyone. Alice here from Sophie Financial Network. Today is June 15, 2023. We just passed half of the June. Pretty nicely bullish month so far. And we just got a Federal Reserve blink to the market yesterday that they're going to pause for this term, at least till July session. And right now, market just took it. And the market parabolically going to the upside. Anyway, if you want to slice it and dice it, this is overstretched, overbought, but it is very, very bullish season for the market, and everyone should be happy right now. I know this could be one of the most hated rally that you ever seen, but this is what it is. This is the market cycle. As I said, we keep our investment as is, and we are just taking benefit of this rally. We expected this summer rally. I was kind of like a month off because I thought that we were going to have corrective move to the downside here, then this rally. So obviously it doesn't form out that well. So this area just leave blank, and then market just after consolidation, just moving up nicely to the upside. Right now, it's just getting into this supply area. So this supply area is very, very important for the S&P 500. And if you just zoom back here, so this is gonna be one of the most important one, I should say. And right now, market is in that area. So above 4,400, this is absolutely meeting my target for 2023. So when I said target, some people are saying, hey, Ali, you told us 4,300. Yes, there is gonna be an area. So I'm not gonna pick up the point. And when I say hits 4,300, then it's going to be over, or 4,400, then it's going to be over. As you see here, I just showed rectangular here, and this rectangular goes to $45.12. So even if it goes above this, so I have to change my plan basically. I shouldn't stick to my previous plan and say, hey, short the market, short them, because this changed the structure of the market. Right now, we are at the bullish momentum. It's pretty bullish, actually. It's kind of one of those rallies that doesn't stop, and everyone just got surprised. Everyone is waiting for kind of like a recession or something like that. Seems like market is just in this hiking mood, and we don't know exactly how far it's going to last, because remember this time we got like a COVID crash coming down, and then sharp rally, then the coming down, yo-yo, W pattern, and then sharp, exhaustive rally all the way to here, and then coming down nicely. So again, we know that it's going to come down, but the question is when. Right now, sentiment is pretty overbought, pretty bullish. And I just posted in my channel that sentiment right now for the AAII is very, very bullish. So if you just go to AAII sentiment survey, I just want to show you here. Here is the 45% bullish reading for the market, and 22% they're just expecting the downside. So whenever we get this sentiment, it's going to be very, very bearish. How do I mean by bearish? Because this is going to be a contrary indicator. When everyone is betting on one side, regardless bull or bear, so you're going to expect market is going to roll over, or market is going to show the reversal. When everyone is piling on this area, so this is September 21st, 2022, and we know that October was the low of the market. So it was kind of like an early sign that we are going to see a very, very good reversal. So when everyone just piling on the bear side, market find out the October bottom, and right now market October bottom, it goes all the way up to here. So after 9 months, basically we are at the bull run. So we are at one of the extreme bull sentiment in the market. So it's going to be like since this is 1 year bull high, and this is exactly where we are. So we are at the historic high for the market for the last year. So that means even if we are in a bull market, it doesn't mean that if we are in bull market or bear market, when we are getting this sentiment, market needs to have a corrective move, at least to the downside, or kind of like the end of the rally. So I should say at least for the corrective move, and it's going to be very, very sharp one. So we will see how it goes. But the question is when. Basically, it's going to be 2-3 weeks prior if it's not less than that. But right now, price action wise, it gives us like, okay, we are getting into the supply area. Sentiment wise, we are getting kind of like one of the most bullish sentiment for the last year. So right now we should be careful. So just folks, be careful. It's nothing wrong with being careful, especially in this market. I don't mean short the market. I just want to say rebalance your portfolio. Go to the other stocks that are just beaten hard, and they're kind of like a value stocks. If you don't know how to invest on those stocks, come join us. Like we have got a very, very good subscriber and subscription fee in our investment channel. Just knock it down to 25 Canadian dollar per month, which is basically nothing. I just share my idea in that channel, and you will see how it goes. And right now we are more than 20% year to date. And for the last year, which everyone just imagine last year this time, we were at March. Let's say here's the March area, here's the May, here's the April. So even if you go to the June period, so this is kind of like a June period of time. Yeah, so this is June. And compared to here, how far market is going up. So we are up more than 17% right now. Why? Because we just bought a lot of stocks here in this bottom. So we know that it's going to come down, and we know that it's going to be bottoming formation for lots of stocks. So we are pretty close to the bottom of the market. And right now we are 17% up compared to last year this time. Lots of people, even they didn't get into the break even right now. So we are in profit nicely. And that's why it's valuable to come to join us and see how it goes with our channel. At least try for 3 months. You you don't lose anything. Just $75 for 3 months. It's nothing basically. Okay, S&P 500. So this one, as I said, it's pretty stretched, overbought. So right now we just got the bear reversal last minute of the market, just have like a sell off here. But Adobe just kind of like it was a lifesaver. It just beat up the expectation. Pretty nice stock actually. We can cover that one. But right now it is overstretched. At least we are foresee for another corrective move. However, this 20 SMA, which is going to be 42, 4,300. So that's going to be the level for the corrective move for the next rally. If the next rally is going to be double top and then coming down, or just a continuation for a new all-time high. So we'll see how it goes. But corrective move is coming, folks. Just be careful on that one. Moving on to Nasdaq, which is pretty nicely was the leader for the last month, but not today. Today, Nasdaq, this is hourly chart. So as you see here, we had a nice rally to the upside, and getting into this area, which I previously mentioned. I don't know where exactly. I've got different levels as well. So this is hourly chart. Let's go to daily chart. But seems like, yes, we are getting into a very, very interesting period that we just got here hammered and then coming back up. So here is the area that I'm just pointing out to myself, pretty close to 78% Fibonacci level, which is another important level for just 15,400. Right now, we are just getting pretty close to this area, to this pivotal point. And again, there is no surprise if you see market just coming down, just as like a chilling, coming down and taking the energy or regaining the energy, even back test this broken level. So there is nothing wrong for corrective move to the downside here, guys. Just don't be scared, or don't be like this rally is going to be there forever. So this is pretty sharp rally, steep rally to the upside. And lots of people are saying probably we will see new all-time high. Yeah, sure, we can see new all-time high. So that's why we keep our investment as is, but we are kind of like a rebalancing our portfolio rather than just shorting the market, because there is no sign for shorting the market. Just be careful on that. So RSI getting to the overbought condition. We are just getting small reversal or divergence here for the MACD. So when we don't have any confirmation with RSI and stochastic, we're just gonna ignore that one, as we just ignoring the short position right now. So pretty nice bullish signal, but again, getting back to this area, which is 15,170 to 15,413. And that's going to be the reversal point, probably for a corrective move to the downside. Moving on to Dow Jones Industrial, which is pretty interesting just because I want to say Dow Jones is at the fire. Right now, Dow just getting up nicely today. Uh, very, very nice breakout. Let me just bring my pen. Breakout candle to the upside, as I said. We are just testing this area, so coming back down. So again, if we get above this, which is a 34,621, that's going to be pretty bullish signal for the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is forming a nice reverse head and shoulder, and this neckline is broken. This neckline inside this triangle is broken. So all bullish pattern comes together. And even if you just look at this, so this is pretty nice bottoming formation for Dow Jones to the upside. So we will see how it goes. But right now, it just needs to close above 34,500, let's say, and then we can go to double top or even new all-time high. Money is coming back to energy, and money is coming back to financials, which we get in a bit. Moving on to some individual names, starting with, let's go to the yield as usual. We're just starting with yield. So yield, just a negative candle today. As I said, yield is forming topping formation. So this is kind of like a QM pattern. We just take out this pivotal point to the downside, nicely stretch to the upside, getting into this pivotal point. There you go. So we need to take out this pivot, which is a 4.30 or 4.3% to the downside. If we take out 4.3, then we can go all the way down to sub 4% for the yield, which is gonna blink another signal to a Federal Reserve that probably we need to decrease the rate rather than pause. So even in July, you shouldn't just keep the rate higher, or you just need to keep it as a pause as is. And this gives a bullish signal for TLT. TLT just jumped back up nicely, get into this area, which is kind of like a short-term resistance here. So this gap, this candle, and also this pivot, and also this dynamic trend line here. So all in all, gives pressure on the TLT. It was a nice gap, by the way. So it's kind of like forming a bottoming formation, and another dip. Probably that's going to be bought by investors to 108. So that's the level to this top. If we break above this, that's going to be pretty bullish signal to 111, 112, which is going to be this gap supply area. And that's going to be my first target for the TLT. So we'll see how it goes. Gold just coming down nicely, 1926, which I just mentioned in my channel, 1926, and then reverse back up nicely. So if gold get above 1970, which I doubt, but if it gets above this, right away it goes to 2010. So that's the level for gold. So be careful. If we get any daily close above 1970, that's going to go to 2010, which is going to be pretty nice 300 pip to the upside, or kind of like a $30 to the upside. Pretty nice. 30 or even $40 to the upside. That's going to be pretty nice gain for those traders. US crude just nicely coming back up again. So crude is just forming kind of like a live formation. So this is kind of like interesting that we got lots of support from here, but crude needs to get above $74. So that's the bottom line. Crude, even if we have another green bar tomorrow or next week to here, we need to close this area to getting back to 74, then 78. Then we can say 84 is coming down the road. But crude has lots of way to go, especially 74. That's going to be the first area that we need to just keep an eye on this. VIX coming up today. So that's pretty interesting. Seems like VIX doesn't care about the market. Market was pretty positive, but VIX just find a support here. Seems like this support can act very well for now. Just need to have like a bottom information. Again, VIX is getting close to very, very, very spiky move to the upside, which signal market corrective move, a sharp correction is coming probably for the next 2-3 weeks. Dixie, just a downtick today. Look at the downtick for the Dixie. So dollar just got weakness, and this one is just showing a high. This is a lower high, and if we get below this pivot, which is going to be very, very interesting because we can see Dixie $295, $96. So look at the 100, 101. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to technology, Apple just move up very well. New all-time high for Apple, 186. Amazon just 69 cents uptick today. What a number, 69. And then this one goes to 130 to 137. This is going to be the interesting area to see how Amazon reacts. Meta, just a nice uptick today. And we can have like a follow through to 293, which is going to be pretty important pivotal point for Meta. I believe even we can just have another smaller level here, which is going to be 289. So that's going to be the level again for Meta. So we will see 289, 293. That's going to be the level. Microsoft, a pretty nice surge to the upside. And this one is getting close to new all-time high, just hit the double top. So if Microsoft goes higher, that's going to be new all-time high for Microsoft as well. So we mentioned this. This is going to be the next candidate after Apple. Google, just a nice uptick today. So Google can go higher. If it engulfs this area, it can go 140. So we'll see how it goes, but nice uptick today for Google. Netflix, nice surge to the upside, $4. Tesla's coming down. So, however, Tesla just a sharp bounce back up again, but this level seems like working very well for now. If it consolidates here, that's going to go higher. But right now, I just have a hard time for keeping up with the momentum. If it goes below 240, Tesla, there is lots of movement to the downside, probably 200 to 210. That's going to be the level for Tesla. But right now, it's just in resistance area. So we need to have consolidation or kind of like a pullback, small pullback. Moving on to the weakness of the day, which is semiconductor. Market was broad-based rally. Semiconductor just went down. SMH, which is semiconductor spider or index, this one is coming down. $1.12. Stocks the same pattern coming down. TSM just confirmed the downside. Look at the candle by TSM. Taiwan Semiconductor is kind of like a leading in the downside right now. AMD is coming down, but supported by this gap. But this one can be a loosey one and can go down if it goes below 118, which is this level, or 117. So that's going to be pretty nice downtick for AMT. It's going to be a sharp sell-off. NVIDIA, just a $3.44 just a hit and then coming down. So NVIDIA still, I have my a short position, but we will see how it goes because this is based on weekly candle close. TXN, which is Texas Instrument, this one just 97 cents up. And this one was diverging from the sector. Lam Research, $9.03 down today, but not a bad session for overall. So it's just consolidating here. So these are the levels that you can see for the Lam Research. Moving on to the strength of the day, which is financials. Financials gain, lots of gain today. XLF, look at the candle pretty nicely. KBE, look at the bullish consolidation here. This consolidation above this trend line signal for another rally to $40. So KBE, which is the large cap ETF, bank ETF, that's going to be a rocket star. KRE, the same pattern. Look at the pattern here. So this nice consolidation can go up here to $49. So this is pretty nice pattern here. And we just expect that this rally continues to the upside. JP Morgan, just the uptick, nice uptick. And I just drew another analysis for this before. So this is a very, very nice pattern here for the JP Morgan. Sorry, just where's my pen here? So this is kind of like a cup and handle. Any close above 143, that's going to signal for $160 stock for JP Morgan down the road. Moving on to the Goldman Sachs coming up, $1.32. Wells Fargo, 28 cents to the upside. Citigroup, what a candle. So this is a nice bottoming tail, looking all the way, searching all the way to the upside. Pretty wild stock. Moving on to the gold miners, which was kind of like a week at the early session, I just sent a warning. Hey, this one needs to follow up with the gold price. Otherwise, gold price is not that good, but it just gained a bit. So that's kind of like a surprising and kind of like a hopeful for the gold miners. So GDX, this is kind of like a forming a not nice bullish consolidation, but not bad. As this needs to be cleaner, going 31.76, so that's going to go higher to $32 to fill out this gap. And then if it goes above this, it can go higher to $33.50, which is going to be 61.8 fib level from this top to this bottom as well. So that's going to be lots of resistance, and short sellers are going to come back there. But right now, it's just forming a nice bullish consolidation so far. GDXJ, not a bad candle, just coming up from the lows. AEM, 28 cents to the upside. NEM, this one is pretty nice, to be honest. This is the type of pattern that I'm looking for. It's just coming up here and then forming up a nice consolidation. So if we get above $43, we can go above 44, probably 44.25, and $45 that's going to be the gap. And here is the level, $46. Lots of resistance as you see here, but I believe if this one is bottom, which I believe this is the bottom, this one can go all the way up to $49 for a stock. So we'll see how it goes. But right now, this is just the beginning of the rally, I believe, for NEM. Franco-Nevada, this one is going up as well, 23 cents. Gold Barrick, just a loss. That's kind of like a diverging from the sector. This one is going down 29 cents. Moving on to the energy, pretty nice, to be honest, pattern. They're all forming. So this is kind of like a hope for the energy market. XLE, which is a spider energy, prior this dynamic trend line just forming a nice consolidation here. So that's going to be interesting to see how market is going to react next few days. XOP, which is the Exxon, oil and gas exploration ETF. So this one is forming pretty nicely the bullish consolidation. OIH, even better, oil and gas services ETF, nice bullish consolidation. Exxon, the same. Chevron, the same. Oxy as well, the same. Not the same, actually. Oxy is not the type that I call as like a bullish consolidation, but yeah, you can make a case, but this is not a good looking bullish consolidation. It's still 62.88. That's going to be a resistance area, so we'll see how it goes. And REIT, this one is coming up as well. So we need to get above a 6.8, and then it can go higher and higher to probably $8 to $10. I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.